There's part 2 of the blind items alleging that Beyonce and Jay-Z own a surrogate farm and uterus factory in India.
Careful. That laugh. I can't even say anything.
What gets me is how serious.
I know.
Here's part 2. Here's part 2 to Beyonce and Jay-Z's surrogacy farm in India.
Uterus and surrogacy farm in India.
Whatever. Like, as soon as I hear that opening, like, I'm number one, like, disturbed. Number 2, like, there's nothing that can, like, follow that would make sense.
That
like,
comes out of, like, a sane person's mouth. Like, that is what blows my mind. I feel like when YouTube was on the come up, there was so many conspiracy theories about obviously everything. But
yeah, and, like, that was, like, partly Shane's doing.
No, before Shane.
Really?
Way before Shane. Oh, yeah, like,
I
remember
for me.
those music videos that were, like, playing it backward and they're
Oh.
like... I remember Halo especially used to freak the fuck out of me. And you're, like, a kid and you're like... Am I listening to demon worship music? Like,
the one that got me was like Ariana Grande, like, growing up and becoming like more confident and, like, sexy, and they're like, this is the devil's work, and, like, as, like, a little, like, 12-year-old, like, you believe anything, so you're like, oh my god, like, this is so true, like,
yeah, I know.
She really gave herself away.
You're like, I'm hearing this with my own ears. It can't not, and I'm seeing it with my own eyes. But like
as an adult?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how old that girl actually was, but some of these,
too old.
Conspiracy theories. And some of these people that read blind items, like they're written into stone, like God striking the 10 Commandments into rock for Moses. People are like, oh, these blind items, they're secret, so they have to be true. Be so fucking for real. Like, it's actually embarrassing to me when people... I was gonna say someone's name and I can't. But a lot of people that are like, no, like, I just don't trust Beyonce. Like, she just gives me, like, a bad vibe. Or whatever.
That's always what it is, too, like, her vibe. Because, like, there's no evidence
the woman
of, like,
that,
her vibe.
Yeah, I know. That's literally it. She has no evidence of her personality online because she doesn't put it out, because she doesn't want that to be part of the conversation about her. So people resort to, like, all these stories. A uterus and surrogacy farm. And people in the comments are like, yeah, I could see it coming from there. Or no, someone was like, you know what they said? They were like, they're $1 billion couple. How do you think they got there? Like,
you can see how they got there.
Yeah, I know.
You can literally see it.
I feel like because other celebrities might have, like, more likability that they get away with it. Because it's like, no one questions Rihanna like this. No one questions fucking Kanye West. Like, well... They question Kanye West for other stuff.
He's questionable.
Yeah, he is questionable, actually.
No, but, like, for me, like, it literally is, like, the people in the comments that are like, yup, like, that's what gets me the most, because they're so, like, entitled and, like, confident that, like, oh, yeah, like, I totally could get that vibe. Like, that they never gave me a good vibe. Like, bitch, I could feed you a pile of shit, and you'd be like... Jesus. They'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, that's chocolate pudding. They'd be like, I didn't. I was tasting something chocolatey.
The cacao powder is really coming through. Oh my god.
No, for real. Like, that's how they're sounding in those comments. and they're like, uh-huh.
But it just frustrates me because I'm like, any sane person, like, there's celebrities I don't like, and I'm like, sure, whatever. Those conspiracies I hear about them, I'm like, oh, they're funny, whatever. But I don't sit there and be like, there might be truth to it. You know what I mean? Like, unless there's screenshots, like, what was that one actor, who got accused of, like, cannibalism or whatever? Yeah, but there was text messages. Like, that is different.
Oh, I don't know why, like, that's not the same as, like, Azalea Banks, but, like, hers, like,
Azalea Banks is a fucking conspiracy. Her entire being, the fact that she has a living, thriving career after all the shit she's said and done.
Hers is, like, proof, like, evidence.
Yeah,
like, she's incriminated herself.
Well, here's...
So that's fine.
Yeah, and the other thing about her, which I'll give these people that too, if you genuinely believe in witchcraft and all that stuff in general, so be it. Like, I don't know if you remember, Azalea Banks had that whole thing where, I can't even remember, like 2016, 17, whatever, maybe earlier, where she posted a picture of the corner where she does her brujeria.
Yeah,
and she had, like,
chicken blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, someone like that where I'm like, I can't even fault her because she's actually real with witchcraft. Like, she fully believes it, fully does it. But it's the people that are, like, sane and they just don't like a person, so they resort to like, shit like that. Like, okay, I just, like, have this article title here, but it says Beyonce's ex-drummer, which I thought BB was her guitarist, but I don't know, but accuses her of using witchcraft to murder her pet kitten. The fact that you hear that and you don't go, oh, maybe BB, like, estoy loca. Like, instead of being like, or, you know,
instead of being like,
yeah. But, like, the people that don't like Beyonce are like, that's why she's fucking popular. Because she uses witchcraft.
I bet she used her blood to keep herself youthful.
One of the only women in the industry that actually sings, dance, writes, produces, directs. No, she can't be that good. She can't be that good. That's witchcraft. That's why she's that good. Like,
okay.
But I just feel so bad about some of these conspiracy theories because I'm like, sometimes they start to dip into people's, like, real mental stuff. Like, the other one that kills me is the Avril Lavigne one. About, like,
her being cloned and, like, it's not her.
Yeah, I know, but I feel so bad because I think she literally said where, in an interview and she was talking and she said, that kind of bothered her, or, like, it made her,
as
like,
it would.
Well, yeah, because because the main thing is, like, her music changed and she started to look different. It's like, the girl has Lyme disease, the girl had a...
Oh, shoot, true.
Yeah, like, same thing with Selena Gomez. I mean, and celebrities get work done. But, like, the way these people start to convince themselves, like, no, she was cloned and replaced. It's a he for a minute, but when you start believing that and spreading it like it's fact, like, you're a lost cause at that point.
Yeah.
I just can't get past people, like, our age genuinely believing it. I get it for teens because it's kind of like a gag. I feel like, everyone goes through it.
Yeah, like, no fault. Like, you go through phases where you just believe anything, that's fine. But, like, as an adult, please use your critical thinking skills a little bit. And yeah, like, not it's really giving, like, you know how they say, like, oh, moms believe anything on Wattpad? It's like,
Wattpad?
Not what?
Moms are on Wattpad now?
Wattpad's always in my head. No, just kidding, I use AO3 more anyways. No, WhatsApp.
Oh,
Moms believe anything on WhatsApp or Facebook, and I feel like our generation's version of that is, like, anything on TikTok. Like, you'll just believe anything you see on TikTok.
Yeah, and
it's like...
Oh, you know what? That kind of... Okay, one more conspiracy that actually bothers me, but for a different reason. When people say Kanye West has been cloned, I'm like, the fact that people love Kanye West and his music, whatever, he said a lot of fucked up shit. But the fact that, depending on the public's perception of you, it's almost like he can't do all this bad shit. It can't be him. Like, it's almost like they use the conspiracy to excuse his behavior.
Dude,
But
that...
I'm like, maybe he's just maybe he's a good person with just bad thoughts sometimes. Maybe he's just a good person with mental illness. He's not necessarily a bad person. But, like, nah, that can't be my Kanye. My Kanye wouldn't say that.
Or, like, when they,
Are you his cousin?
Like... When they, like, victimize him by saying, like, guys, like, save him, like, he's been cloned. Yeah. He's been cloned. But, like, for anyone else, it's, like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it really depends on...
the person.
And how they're perceived. Like, especially online. Because I find, like, in-person and online things don't... Translate.
Yeah.
But what you said before about moms believing everything on WhatsApp and Facebook is, like, the same thing with us on TikTok. That's exactly how I feel about this whole, like, Lizzo and, like, Ariana Grande situation thing. Ariana's... Well, two sides of the same thing. I'm saying because they came up at the same time.
Okay.
But I really can't stand when people, as soon as a story drops, they're like, I never liked that bitch. I always got that vibe. Yeah, I knew she wasn't a good person. I knew it from the start. No one cares. But then, no one cares if you knew it from the start either way. And the fact that, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay.
But, like, the whole Lizzo thing where it's like, now they're saying it's not true, and now they're saying, and, like, her team that's with her on tour now is, like, they put a statement out saying, like, this is the best experience we've had, blah, 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 and people are, like, not even backtracking because they don't want to admit that they were probably being fatphobic or sexist or whatever in the minute. They just act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like, oh, we were wrong about that, but we just won't say sorry or anything. We're just gonna, like, move right past it.
Well, because, like, it just goes into, like, the void, to be honest. Like, it's not, like, necessarily these people have, like, a huge impact themselves when it comes to, like, believing, like, wrong shit they see on the internet, but it's, like, the collection of, like, so many stupid people that makes it, like, spread or, like, makes it, like, a big thing. So that's why there's no, like, repercussion for, like, saying stupid shit on the internet, because there's no, like, what? Am I gonna track down fucking comments and be like, oh, that person said this, and they were wrong about that, and they're stupid. Like, so there's, like, no consequence to being, like, an idiot.
No, when I was in high school, Twitter was the app that you used, and I feel like it took things a little bit longer to get viral and then to be picked up by news. Whereas I feel like on TikTok, things blow up like that, and I feel like because every news station, every magazine, whatever, has a TikTok account, like, here they go, everyone's uploading it all at once. Whereas, like, even just 5 years ago, or, like, 10-ish, maybe, it took, like, a minute.
Someone asked me that. It took me, like, a hot moment to, like, think about my age.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, COVID, I feel like, really warped my perception of time. So I was like, how old am I?
I'm 23, but I was 16 when COVID started.
Let's not even start on people that say that.
No, but I just feel like things go so much more viral faster on TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's true.
Faster and bigger, and then they die faster.
Yeah.
Like,
which
even
is kind of the fun of it.
It is
like,
fun,
that's the
but
thing
not
about, like,
when it starts.
conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It's like, they're really fun. Because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, they're fun, but it's like, it's when these people start actually thinking it's fact that, like, blows my mind. Plus, the ones, like, I actually feel bad for Lizzo, because I'm like, then that's starting to damage her brand, like, her brand deals, all that stuff, where I'm like, and the other thing I also don't like, where it's, like, good people can make bad mistakes. It's like, give people a little grace to learn from mistakes and stuff like that.
That's, like, a big mistake, like, the whole Lizzo thing.
No, I'm not saying hers in particular. I'm just saying everyone, like, anyone that gets annihilated online.
Yeah.
Where, like, okay, I know we were talking about this before, but even for Ariana, the way there was other people on TikTok. There was one girl that I saw, and she was saying how she was just a regular, what are they called? Like, not a cast member, but she was like a...
Sure, like an extra.
Yeah, an extra. And she was just saying how Ariana was always really nice, really sweet with fans, always the first person to go out and interact. But she was like, but she was a little, not boy crazy, but she said she was always talking to a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she said her jokes inherently were pretty, like, dirty and sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Which is whatever. Like, I know people from my high school that are just like that.
Some people are just like that.
It's annoying when people don't know when to draw the line necessarily, but I'm like, the way people are like, we all owe Victoria Justice an apology.
Sorry.
Sorry, Victoria.
If you're seeing this,
Like,
no, it like what kind of off topic from what you said, but just like similarly when they're like when fucking hating ass hoes are like 10 years ago I worked with Ariana on this and I remember at that time she did this to me and she was totally not nice, and just like piggybacking off of like the hate train kind of, even if it's not for like the same thing, and then all the fucking comments are like, see guys, like Ariana is really not like,
she's not that girl.
she's not that girl,
She's not a girl's girl.
Low-key she's not, but like that's okay.
Yeah, I never really got that vibe from her, but I still don't get the whole bandwagoning on a bunch of stuff, like,
Yeah.
because I was even saying, again, I don't think Ariana's a terrible person. I don't think Victoria Justice is a terrible person. But that girl from Zoe 101, I can't remember her real name, but Nicole, when she was, you know, like, the whole thing with Jamie bullying her, Jamie Spears, and the girl that played Dana, and I think she also said that Victoria was a little mean girl, too.
Yeah.
Her and
But, like,
Victoria and Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were kids, but I'm just saying, no one's turning around and being like,
I knew it.
yeah, Victoria Justice is the spawn of Satan. Like, the way they come at Ariana, I'm like, I also just feel like you literally get the smallest tidbit of information.
Yeah.
Ethan, I think the guy's name is Ethan Slater, right? Like,
Yeah.
his wife, she's like a woman scorned. I don't blame her
What's
for
woman
anything.
scorned?
Just like her, like, she's a woman scorned. Like,
Like been hurt?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't blame her for doing that article and basically saying,
Fuck that hoe.
yeah, like, that is not her thing at all. But I'm like, can people have a little bit of critical thinking that maybe they were separated for a while and, like, Ariana, you know, overlapped while they were. But I'm like, or maybe Ethan should be the one getting all the smoke. You know what I mean? And the other thing, too, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, go ahead.
What kills me is these people are so fake and they take these self-righteous posts. But it's like, as soon as Ariana drops an album, they're going to be there.
Me.
Front row.
Me.
Cloud Pink, already forgotten what Ethan's wife said.
That's kind of funny, though.
It is funny. It is funny. And I feel like that wasn't...
No, okay, but like
as bad to
for
Ariana's
the
career.
like, I agree with you, but like I'm not agreeing on like the particular situation.
Mm.
I won't say my true opinions on that situation, but like I'm agreeing more with the fact, like, yeah, don't look at me like that. I'm agreeing more with the fact that like obviously we don't know like all the information about every situation, and then like we like pass judgment really quickly. But like in that situation, like,
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't know
Who
Ariana.
knows?
I love her. But guess what? I wasn't into her during her, like, My Everything era because I just thought the news about her was making her seem annoying. And I was just like, oh, I'm not. But guess what? People change and grow for the better or for worse. Do you know what I mean? Again, my whole thing is, like, I'm not gonna make myself look stupid online, and also, it takes so much effort. I don't think I've ever in my life put a hate comment down.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think I have either.
Well, because I'm just like, I don't know, maybe
I
I'm
don't
just more
comment in
doubtful.
general.
No,
Like-
if I love someone, I'll comment. But, like, but I'm just like, I just don't know the facts. So what am I gonna do? Yeah, been new. Ariana's like a ratchet hoe. Been new? What? Like, I don't know the girl.
10 years ago, she stole my boyfriend. 10 years ago. Give it up. Let's go. I don't know if you saw that video, but
I was skipping past all of them because I was just getting so frustrated. Oh, you know what else was similar to that? Was the whole Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez thing, where I'm like, I've always heard swirling rumors about Hailey Bieber not being the nicest person.
Yeah.
And that's whatever. That I'm just not a fan of an influencer. Like, there's nothing even for her to for me to be
boycott.
Like,
what she do?
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, that's just a wife there.
Yeah, and I feel like also, like, depending on, like, the severity, depending on, like, the severity of, like, the theory or whatever that's going around, it's like, are you really gonna stop, like, supporting them or listening to their music over that? Like, be a thought in your personal life, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll listen to your music still. On the other hand, if you're, like, beating women or are racist, that's, like, a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I was gonna say, like, for the Hailey and Selena thing, I just felt like, at first you're like, this bitch is crazy. Which if you were on Stan Twitter ever during 2011 to like till they got married, basically, everyone knew Hailey was like a stalker. Like, they no, for real, like, people knew she was obsessed with the girl.
No, I'm kidding.
Whatever you have to do, right? Like,
should have been me.
But I just felt like then, kind of like how people were saying, where it's like, I don't know, maybe I didn't necessarily think it got mean. Well, it did get mean towards Hailey, but I'm like, it also just got boring. I'm like, are you guys not tired of seeing these same videos on your timeline?
Yeah, but that's why, like rumors start and die so fast, because it's like boring, old news type vibe.
Yeah.
And all the celebrities that have been crushed in the process. Like,
Hailey, people
we're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, old news, bitch.
Meanwhile, their mental health, they're like, I'm gonna sleep in a hospital bed maybe for the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The internet is so, like, vicious and vile like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, people are vicious and vile like that, even in person.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do to stop it. I just felt like complaining about it. Not complaining. Well, yeah, complaining, but also just laughing about it, because obviously I'm Beehive. The Beyonce ones are outrageous.
Like, they're...
You know what it
like,
also is?
so just...
I think it must be the longer your career is.
And the more successful you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Because it's like, there's no one that's been as famous as Beyonce has for as long as she has that's living.
And I think it has, like, a lot to do, again, with her not saying anything. Like, people that are really present online, like Ariana used to be, like, tweeting and shit, it's, like, more relatable. So it's like, oh, they're just, like, a normal person. But, like, for someone like her who's, like, not really, like, online or present or says anything, it's like, there's no one really to defend her. Because also, like, Beehive is, like, old enough to not, like, you know.
They act on their own.
Yeah.
And
whatever.
Their own minds.
So, like, I feel like that also has, like, a big part of it. So it's like, which one do you want? Do you want to be online and present and,
you know what,
defend yourself, or, you know?
Yeah, and this also reminds me of another video we'll probably do, but I feel like that stuff feeds into parasocial relationships, where people start acting a little cray-cray.
Start acting like you own them.
Yeah.
They're yours.
Yeah. But
Stay
anyway.
tuned.
But anyways, that's just a rant about conspiracy theories online.
We kind of ate that up.
Did we eat that up? The noise.